Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Super Jesus Jackson channel. Back at it again with yet another video. This time, we're reacting to the Street Fighter sneak peek sort of teaser. But even then, it's not even a teaser trailer. It's literally like the tease to a teaser trailer. Like it's that small. It's 45 or 48 seconds or something. Look, I'm a huge video game fan, and I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. It's a game that I've played ever since I was like conscious, like insane. My brother introduced me to the game, specifically Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. And then from there, I played Street Fighter 3, Alpha 3, and then Street Fighter 4 on my iPod, and Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6 even. I'm not very good at these games, but I dabble in them quite a bit, and I enjoy them on a casual local multiplayer level per se. I also enjoy Mortal Kombat, and I don't think I did a reaction on Mortal Kombat 2, the trailer for that. It was interesting because that movie was going to come out earlier. Now it's coming out later. I think there might be a little bit of a conspiracy here because Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat both come out in the same year. Mortal Kombat 2 was supposed to come out in October of this year. And they delayed it. God knows for whatever reason, but everything I guess is sort of working out because yes, we're getting both a Street Fighter and a Mortal Kombat movie in the same year. Pretty insane. But yeah, next year we got the Street Fighter movie coming. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the series. I think it's the greatest fighting game of all time. As much as I may not be very good at it, I think it is so perfectly amazing on a casual level, but obviously if you want to get into it competitively, it's fantastic as well. The lore of Street Fighter, I'm not super familiar with. I know the characters, I know sort of a basic storyline, Shadaloo and Bison and Ryu and Cammy and stuff like that, and Guile trying to take down Shadaloo and all that. And a lot of that has to do also with the 1990-something version film of Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. Oh my lord. Now look, that movie has a lot of, I guess, problems, if you want to say, but my lord, do I enjoy that movie. That movie's incredibly nostalgic to me. I think it has the perfect amount of camp, but also a perfect amount of seriousness and gravitas that it brings, thanks to an iconic performance of Raul Julia playing in Bison. But, and Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile, I mean, come on, dude, come on. Is it perfect? No, but is it product of its time? Is it fun? I think so. Although I haven't seen it as an adult, so who knows if it holds up. But I fondly remember it. This movie seems like it's going for more of that style. I just hope this movie's good. Here we go. Oh, Lord. All right. So there's a lot to say, even in this 45-second sneak peek. I'm concerned. I promise, guys, I'm not trying to be negative here. I really am not. I don't know, maybe I'm a pessimist at heart, honestly. That's who I am. So a lot of that permeates into the content that I make. So I'm sorry if it's so negative and depressing, but Street Fighter means a whole lot to me. It's like I mentioned in the intro, it is one of the things that I remember early on from my childhood that I just loved. The game had this, it was campy, of course. It had fight, round 2, you win, game over, all this stuff. Like it's campy. Yes, it is. It's from the 90s. And the aesthetic of the game is colorful, it's bright. It's not the most serious thing in the world. However, at the same time, it did have a level of sophistication, especially when you look at the Alpha series and you look at Third Strike, or you look at Street Fighter V, Street Fighter 4, like, yes, it was not the most serious thing in the world. It was a little campy. It was a little corny at times. And the character of Ken, right, which is like the second most popular character of Street Fighter, not the most serious guy ever, right? It's a fun character. There's a lot of fun characters in Street Fighter. But I guess it depends character by character. Like some characters are very, serious. And some characters are a little bit more fun. However, the game just had this beauty and graceful ability in balancing cheese and funniness and corniness with some level of like, yeah, this is kind of cool and badass, like in a serious, legitimate way. And yeah, the movie came out with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and that movie was also very cheesy and corny. But I think it perfectly captured the spirit of the game, honestly. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen it as an adult. I could very well be completely wrong. But I think it did something, especially with the blend of Raul Julia's performance and even Jean-Claude Van Damme's performance. Jean-Claude Van Damme, of course, was used to playing sort of serious but also funny movies. And, that 80s cheese. And I think that movie perfectly captured it. This movie right here, yes, Ryu seems very serious just from the looks of it, right? Just from one look of him, right? The way that his stance is, he looks pretty serious. Here, let's see, where is he? So we got the iconic gloves there. Okay. We'll talk about this. So yeah, Ryu here is doing the classic stance, and the way that he looks is, he might have some one-liners, who knows? He looks a little bit serious. He looks like he's going to be the most serious guy, which makes sense. It's Ryu. However, then you go into, what's his name? Devin Mastalian. I can't pronounce his name, but he's a fantastic actor. And here he's playing M. Bison, which is just, it looks like he's going to be mimicking Raul Julia's performance. I could very well be wrong, but I'm not down for that. But I'll expand my thoughts a little bit later. We got Dan Hibiki here, Andrew Schultz playing Dan Hibiki. Okay, let's Vega here. Oh, we got Vega and oh my God, is that the wrestler Cody Rhodes or something? He's not even fully fit, dude. He's got a little bit of a belly going on. And the hair is just ridiculous, but we're going to keep going here. We got Akuma as well. Let's see. Where's Akuma? I know Akuma was here. Yeah, this is Ryu versus Akuma, clearly. Oh my God, is that supposed to be Akuma? Or who is that? That's Akuma for sure. That's very, very video game accurate, 100%. And you're gonna hear a lot of video game accurate in this video from me. You're gonna hear that a lot. Whatever. That's pretty cool. That's cool. That was a cool shot right there. Cool sequence. They got Chun-Li got the thighs. I think that's Chun-Li, right? That's a cool image. There's that. I think that's the character from Street Fighter 6, I think. Luke, I think, is his name or something. I don't know. Yep, you got the breaking of the car. So already you could tell the type of tone this movie is going to have, which is, it's going to be incredibly video game accurate, but at the same time, I think it's going to, just from the looks of it, and this is not even a trailer, so we don't even have dialogue, we don't have narrative, it looks like it's just going to be a typical sort of Street Fighter, like, tournament movie, which, oh, Cammy, oh. Although I think they race swapped Cammy. Cammy's like white, like in the game, and it looks like she's Asian here. I could very well be wrong, but that's pretty cool. But it just coming from, I mean, teaser trailers, as vague as they are, they do show a little bit of, they tease, right, a little bit of the tone of the movie. The music choice, the sort of the costume designs of these characters. 50 Cent is playing Balrog. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, come on, you already know where this movie's going, right? It's just going to be a fun popcorn flick, and it's going to be incredibly video game accurate, which is not a problem in and of itself. However, I think it's going to end up being too campy. That's what I think is going to happen. It's going to be even more campy than the 90s version, which is insane to me, dude. It's insane to think that that's going to probably be the case. That to me is disappointing. I'm calling it right now. I think it's going to be that. It's going to be super campy, way too campy is what I think is going to happen. I could very well be wrong, right? We still have to see a trailer. We still have to see the movie, for God's sakes. But that's what it seems like to me. And that's a problem because, like I mentioned, I think Street Fighter, as campy as it is, it's not like, I don't think it lends itself to this type of camp. I don't think so. Yes, Guile in the game looks like what he kind of looks like in the movie. Yes, of course. Yes, Akuma looks like what he looks in the game as he looks here. Yes. But here's the thing about adaptations, right? This is the hard part. This is the difficult part. You can't just immediately translate from one medium to another. You can't have it be the same thing. You can't, dude. Like you definitely can do it that way, but like it definitely should not be that way. It shouldn't be an exact carbon copy, because then you get this sort of weird uncanny valley camp, and it becomes a joke. I think John Campea, one of the most prolific movie YouTubers, he called it sort of it looks like an SNL skit, and I agree. I mean, just look at this. Look at Balrog here. Look at Cody Rhodes or whatever his name is. E-Honda's whatever. It's E-Honda. Cammy does look cool, I will say. But look at this costume, dude. It looks cosplay. It looks way too cosplay. It looks too video game accurate. When you go too video game accurate, it ends up just looking like a joke. Look at this, dude. This is just dumb. That's cool, but that's also too comic accurate, I think. Whatever. I'm surprised they didn't even go with the pink karate outfit here. I guess they didn't want to go super comic accurate with Dan Hibiki here, or video game accurate, that is. Whatever. Yeah. So here, look at this. You got the M. Bison sort of dictator painting here. Interesting. Ooh, is that Vega over there? I don't know. Vega's here. He's not shirtless. Like, Vega's supposed to be like gorgeous, like beautiful, like muscular, just super vain. Here he has an outfit on him like that's not very Vega accurate, although it looks like he's got the long nails, which is cool. And then what the hell is this, dude? This looks like a joke, man. That looks awful. Just awful. Yeah, Vega's got a whole outfit on. I don't like that. I want him to be shirtless. And just, there was like one image of Vega as the character, and like, he looks like he had a belly. And I'm like, Vega's not supposed to have a belly. Sorry about that. Chun-Li's whatever. It's Chun-Li. It's not whatever. Chun-Li's one of the greatest female video game characters of all time. This does look pretty cool. This right here, this sort of little sequence, but again, it just, I don't know. It looks a little stage setty. I don't know. That's cool, I guess, but again, it's just a little too comic, video game accurate. I don't know why I keep saying comic book accurate. That's a pretty cool image, I guess. That's supposed to be Chun-Li. Please tell me, yeah, we're gonna get some Chun-Li thighs. We gotta get some Chun-Li leg thighs over here. We have to, dude. That's the whole spirit of the game, right? If you're gonna go super video game accurate, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what he's playing. And that looks like Zangief. Is that Zangief? He's got the haircut, the Zangief haircut. I think he's beating up Dan Hibiki here. Yeah, he's beating up Dan. That's interesting. Combat news, whatever. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna go for a camp, 100%. This is a cool scene right here. That's pretty cool. This was cool right here, but again, very comic book, video game accurate. I keep saying comic book accurate. Jesus Christ. This is cool. That's dope. Oh, is that this is El Fuerte. Is this El Fuerte? God. That's not El Fuerte either if you're going super video game accurate. It's not supposed to be that out of shape. But anyways, and they got the car breaking. I just think this is going way too camp. Just look at, all you got to do is just look at Guile. That's all you got to do. You just got to look at Guile to realize how campy this movie's going to be. It's just, you can't take it seriously when there's a guy with that haircut. And I know that he has it in the video game. I know that. But I don't know, man. I just want some seriousness. Just a perfect blend, you know? Gosh. I don't know, man. I'm concerned. I mean, they're making it fun, which is the safest thing to do. And that's the thing, is that I don't want safe, for things that I care about. And I know a lot of you in the comment section are going to go and be like, you're so pathetic. You're so pessimistic. You're so depressed. Do you like, what do you want everything to be dark and gritty? Like, whoa, like, I don't know. I just want a little bit more sophistication here. It's too video game accurate. And you just cannot do it. You can't do it like an exact translation, like just word for word, I guess, for lack of a better term. You just can't like completely go like the same, because then it just ends up looking like a joke. And this is what we got here. So I'm definitely concerned. Also, there's no Fei Long. Fei Long, come on. I guess they're afraid that they're going to get sued by the Bruce Lee estate or something for, some likeness, I don't know. I'm just whatever. I'll definitely be interested to see the trailer, to see how the dialogue is, and the movie itself, of course. But I was also disappointed with the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, by the way. I didn't do a video on it. I think it was because I was just so disappointed with it. Also because I was disappointed with the first movie too. So that sucks. But whatever. Street Fighter movie, I guess. We'll see what happens. But those are my thoughts on the Street Fighter sneak peek. Let me know in the comment section below what you have to say. Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Who knows? I don't know. You probably do disagree with me. You probably think I'm just a terrible person with like absolutely no sense of fun. You probably think I eat rocks for breakfast. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Give this video a like if you liked, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you lucky bastard. I don't know where I was going with that one. But I think that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you. Also, yes, I do eat rocks for breakfast. That's my cereal of choice. I hate Lucky Charms. It's just too sweet, too marshmallowy. I like my shit raw and gritty. That's what I like. All right, have a good one.